And we cannot end tonight's show without talking about what happened over the weekend on the football field. An international player suffered a cardiac arrest in the middle of a match. During Euro 2020, it was Denmark's opening match. It was playing Finland. The match was into its 42nd minute. Midfielder Christian Eriksen was running near the left touch line, and then he suddenly collapsed. Eriksen lay flat on the field. Players ran towards him. Medics had to double up. Eriksen's chest had to be pumped. He was given CPR or cardiopulmonary resuscitation on the pitch. His teammates formed a ring around him to hide the view. Some of them had their hands on their heads. One of the players had to stick his fingers in Eriksen's mouth to ensure he does not swallow his tongue. There was silence on television. Some broadcasters cut out from the live feed. There was a stadium full of people praying, teary-eyed. Eriksen was rushed to hospital. Medics confirmed he had suffered a cardiac arrest. The game was suspended, only to start a series of questions around heart health. You see, Eriksen is only 29 years old. He's uber fit. He plays, he trains, he undergoes regular checks. Surely he eats right. He has a dedicated team just to look after his health, and yet he suffered a cardiac arrest and no one saw this coming. Eriksen did not even have the Wuhan virus, no infection. So even that possibility is closed. How did it happen then? Unfortunately, the 29-year-old is now stable, but not everyone is that fortunate. When it comes to matters of the heart, can we never really tell? Or are there signs of possible heart problems? How can we prevent them? How do we take care of our hearts? And why should we take heart health seriously? Let's try to answer these questions, and let's begin by revisiting middle school biology. What is the heart? It's an organ about the size of your fist. What's the function of the heart? To pump blood and deliver blood to your body. The heart is at the center of what is called the circulatory system. When it malfunctions and stops beating properly, the heart's pumping system stops or is arrested. That is cardiac arrest. It's not the same as a heart attack, technically. In the case of cardiac arrests, deaths can occur more quickly. There are some signs of cardiac arrest like chest pain, breathing difficulty, dizziness, fatigue, loss of consciousness. Doctors say when it comes to cardiac arrest, a patient must receive medical help immediately. Time is extremely crucial and he or she must be resuscitated immediately, else there is a risk of brain damage and death. Doctors also point out that at times cardiac arrests can happen because of a minor blockage in the artery. So the reasons cannot and must not be generalized. There, of course, are some people who are more vulnerable to heart problems, like smokers, those with a sedentary lifestyle, people with high blood pressure, low potassium or magnesium, people who are obese or have a family history of heart disease or a history of heart attack. Men over 45 are more at risk and women over 55. But like in the case of Eriksen, cardiac arrests can happen and do happen to those outside these brackets. So no matter what your age or gender is, take care of your heart. How do you do that? By making lifestyle changes. America's Centers for Disease Control and Prevention advises keeping blood pressure, cholesterol and blood sugar in check. It says choose healthy food and drinks. Keep a healthy weight, get regular physical exercise and do not smoke. These steps will lower your risk of a heart disease. Make these changes today. Take your heart health seriously. According to the World Health Organization, cardiovascular diseases are the #1 cause of death globally. 17.9 million people die every year because of them. 4 of 5 cardiovascular disease or CVD deaths are linked to heart attacks and strokes. 1/3 of these occur in people below the age of 70. Many of them have been footballers. In 2003, Manchester City player Mark Vivian Foe collapsed. Medics tried to resuscitate him. He was stretchered off the field and he died soon after. Doctors said Foe's death was heart-related. In 2007, footballer Antonio Puerta died at the age of 22. He collapsed on the field in the middle of the match. Doctors said he had a prolonged cardiac arrest. In 2007, Phil O'Donnell died of heart failure during a match. In 2018, it was 25-year-old Bruno Boban. Miracles too have happened. In 2012, footballer Fabrice Muamba suffered a cardiac arrest during a match. His heart stopped beating for 78 minutes before it could begin beating again. Muamba retired from football and he was seen praying hard for Christian Eriksen. Like I told you, when it comes to matters of the heart, we can never tell. All we can do is take it seriously, stay healthy and stay safe. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.